Hello students, welcome to this lesson. This is the second lesson on differentiation. In the first lesson, we have considered a few concept based MCQs to revise the concepts required for solving any problem of differentiation in CET. Let us proceed. In this lesson, let us discuss the questions of previous question papers of Karnataka CET, that is from 2020, then 2019 and 2018. Depending on the time limit, we shall discuss a few questions. The first question, if f of x equal to sine inverse 2x by 1 plus x square, then what is f dash root 3? So options 1 by 2, 1 by root 3, minus 1 by root 3, minus 1 by 2. This is a question from 2020 KCET. Put x equal to tan theta. See here, this question is based on trigonometric substitution. So first f of x you have to simplify. So when you put x equal to tan theta, sine inverse 2x by 1 plus x square can be written as sine inverse of 2 tan theta by 1 plus tan square theta, but that is equal to sine 2 theta. Therefore, the given expression becomes 2 theta, but theta is tan inverse x. Therefore, we can say f of x can be written as 2 tan inverse x. So, f dash x will be equal to d by dx of tan inverse x. So, 2 is a constant, you need not worry. Differentiation of tan inverse x is 1 by 1 plus x square. Therefore, f dash x becomes 2 by 1 plus x square. Now, we have to substitute x equal to root 3. Therefore, f dash root 3 will be equal to 2 by 1 plus root 3 square. So, simplify, you get 2 by 1 plus 3, that is 1 by 2. So, the option is A. So, 1 by 2 is the answer. So, this is the first question. The question based on trigonometric substitution. Second one, if 2 power x plus 2 power y equal to 2 power x plus y, then what is dy by dx? So, 4 options, minus 2 power y minus x, 2 power x minus y, 2 power y minus 1 by 2 power x minus 1, then 2 power y minus x. So, this is also from Karnataka CET 2020. So, here we should know this formula, d by dx of a power x exponential equal to a power x into log a. This is the formula you have to use. So, d by dx of 2 power x plus 2 power y equal to d by dx of 2 power x plus y. So, now the left hand side we can separate like this using addition rule. So, d by dx of 2 power x plus d by dx of 2 power y equal to d by dx of 2 power x plus y. Now, you use the formula. First one will be 2 power x into log 2. Second one will be 2 power y into log 2, but we have to multiply by dy by dx because chain rule. Same thing right hand side, 2 power x plus y log 2 into 1 plus dy by dx, differentiation of x plus y. Now we have to cancel log 2 because log 2 is common everywhere. So we can cancel. So write the remaining 2 power x plus 2 power y into dy by dx equal to 2 power x plus y into 1 plus dy by dx. This you can remove the bracket right hand side and you can write 2 power x plus y plus 2 power x plus y into dy by dx. So what you have to do now is take the terms containing dy by dx left side, the remaining terms right side. So this is the next simplification. So 2 power y minus 2 power x plus y into dy by dx left hand side. Right hand side it will be 2 power x plus y minus 2 power x. Now what you can do is 2 power x plus y can be separated as 2 power x plus 2 power y in both right hand side and left hand side because 2 power x plus 2 power y is 2 power x plus y. Therefore, now you can cancel them. One is plus, one is minus. Therefore, final answer is dy by dx equal to cross multiply. You get minus 2 power y minus x. So, this is the option. So, A is the correct option. So, this is the second question. Let us go to the next one. Question number 3. If x e to the power y equal to e power x, then dy by dx equal to. So, this is once again it is a differentiation using logarithmic technique because power is variable. Left side it is y, right side it is x. So this is also 2020 question. What you have to do is xe to the power y equal to e power x. So take log on both sides. So you get y into log x plus 1 will be equal to x, because xe, when you take log, it is log x plus log e. Log e is 1, so it becomes log x plus 1. Right side, of course, x. Now differentiate this. You can also write y equal to x by 1 plus log x. Now you have to differentiate because dy by dx is required. Therefore when you differentiate, you can use quotient rule. Now x divided by 1 plus log x, differentiate using the quotient rule. 1 plus log x denominator as it is, differentiation of x is 1, minus x as it is, differentiation of 1 plus log x is 1 by x, then divide by denominator square, that is 1 plus log x square. So simplify. So you get log x by 1 plus log x whole square. So D is the option. So this is question number 3. Next question. If y equal to 2 power x 2 into x power n plus 1 plus 3 by xn, then what is x square into d square y by dx square? This is a second order derivative. So options, of course, n into n plus 1 y, x into dy by dx plus y, then y, and 6 n into n plus 1 y. So these are the options. This is also from 2020. See, this is the 4th question. Normally 4 to 5 questions are asked in the differentiation only from this concept. So now y equal to 2 power x 2 into x power n plus 1 plus 3 by xn can be written as, so that it is easy for us to differentiate, 2 into x power n plus 1 plus 3 into x power minus n. So write it in the exponential form. So now differentiate dy by dx equal to, it is very simple, 2 into n plus 1 into x power n minus 3n into x power minus n minus 1. Then once again differentiate. So you get 2 into n plus 1, n into x power n minus 1. The second term becomes plus because 2 minus sign. So it is 3n into n plus 1 x power minus n minus 2. Now divide multiply by x square, because in the expression x square is multiplied to d square y by dx square. Therefore when you multiply, you get x square into d square y by dx will be equal to 2 into n plus 1 into n into x power n plus 1, because n minus 1 is the power. When you multiply x square, it is n plus 1. Similarly second one becomes minus n. So 3 into n plus 1 into x power minus n. Now if you take n into n plus 1 outside, you get 2 into x power n plus 1 plus 3 into x power minus n. But this is y. Therefore answer is n into n plus 1 into y. So definitely A is the option. So this is 4th question. Next, 5th question. Cube root of y into square root of x equal to 6th root of x plus y to the power 5. Then what is dy by dx? So x by y, x plus y, x minus y, y by x. See, this is question from 2019. It is very clear. We have to use logarithmic differentiation to get dy by dx. Therefore consider cube root of y into square root of x equal to 6th root of x plus y to the power 5. Now taking log, you get 1 by 3 log y using the log rule, then 1 by 2 log x. This will be equal to 5 by 6 log x plus y. Now we have to differentiate, that's all, because dy by dx is required. So first one will be y dash divided by 3y, because differentiation of log y is 1 by y into dy by dx, chain rule. Second one, it is log x, therefore definitely it is 1 by 2x. Right side you should be a bit careful, it is 5 by 6 constant. Differentiation of log x plus y is 1 by x plus y, then differentiation of x plus y is 1 plus y dash. Now remove the bracket in the right side. So 5 by 6 into x plus y plus 5y dash divided by 6 into x plus y. Now what you have to do is, since we are interested in finding dy by dx, take y dash term left side and the remaining right side. So y dash by 3y minus 5y dash by 6 into x plus y, this will be equal to 5 into 6x plus y minus 1 by 2x. So simplify by taking LCM, both left hand side and right hand side. Left hand side you get 6y into x plus y, then 2 into x plus y minus 5y into y dash common. Same thing right hand side, 5x minus 3 into x plus y, and then 6x into x plus y. Now we can simplify one more step, so that it is 2x minus 3y into y dash divided by 6y into x plus y, left hand side. Right side it is 2x minus 3y divided by 6x into x plus y. Now it is very clear, so common term should be cancelled. 2x minus 3y is common for left side as well as right side. Then 6 is also common, that you can cancel. Then x plus y is also common, you can cancel. Therefore definitely y dash will be equal to y by x, because y is in the denominator of the left side, that should be cross multiplied. So y dash equal to y by x. Therefore option is D. So this is fifth question. Next, sixth question. If f of x equal to sine inverse 2 power x plus 1 by 1 power 4x, then what is f dash 0? 2 log 2, log 2, 2 log 2 by 5, 4 log 2 by 5. So this is also from 2019. Here this is once again a trigonometric substitution for inverse trigonometric function. So f of x equal to sine inverse 2 power x plus 1 by 1 power 4x. This can be written as like this: sine inverse 2 into 2 power x, splitting it, and then below you can write it as 1 plus 2 power 2x. 4 can be written as 2 square. 2 square to the power x is 2 power 2x. Now what you have to do is substitute 2 power x equal to tan theta, so that 2 into 2 power x divided by 1 plus 2 power x will be equal to 2 tan theta by 1 plus tan square theta. But this is nothing but sine 2 theta formula. Therefore f of x can be now written as sine inverse of sine 2 theta, because 2 into 2 power x by 1 plus 2 power 2x is sine 2 theta. Therefore this will be equal to 2 theta. But what is theta now? It is tan inverse 2 power x. Therefore 2 into tan inverse 2 power x. Now we have to differentiate this. It is very simple now. F dash x will be equal to 2 divided by 1 plus 2x to the power 2. That is differentiation of tan inverse x is 1 by 1 plus x square. But now we have to differentiate 2 power x also, chain rule. So that is 2 log 2 into 2 power x. So this is f dash x actually. But we are interested in finding f dash 0. Therefore f dash 0 will be equal to 2 by 1 plus 2 power 0 square into log 2 into 2 power 0. Wherever x you are substituting x equal to 0. So this will be log 2. So option is B. So B is the option. So this is sixth question. Next, seventh question. X equal to a secant square theta, y equal to a tan square theta. Then find d square y by dx square. So options given are 2a, 1, 0, 4. Here, though the question is from parametric differentiation, if you use parametric differentiation, this you may get the answer, but it is very lengthy. Let me use a shortcut method here that will give you the result very quickly. So this is also from 2019. See, x equal to a secant square theta, y equal to a tan square theta. Our normal procedure is like this: find dx by d theta, dy by d theta, etc. But that is not convenient here. What I would like to do is x by a equal to secant square theta and y by a equal to tan square theta. Now you know this relation, 1 plus tan square theta equal to secant square theta. This is the relation. Therefore what I do is 1 by 1 plus y by a, because tan square theta is y by a, equal to x by a. So now if you multiply by or take y by a equal to x minus a minus 1, then multiply by a, you get y equal to x minus a. So this, now it is very simple. So differentiate once, y dash becomes 1. Differentiate again, y dash becomes 0. Actually the given equation is the equation of a straight line. So y double dash will be 0. So this is the answer. So C equal to 0 is the option. So this is 7th question. 8th question. Let f of x equal to x minus 1 by x, then what is f dash minus 1? So this is a very simple question, 0, 2, 1 and minus 2. This is also from 2019. See here, f of x is given, so f dash x is definitely 1 plus 1 by x square, because differentiation of 1 by x is minus 1 by x square, but minus is there, so minus of minus becomes plus. Now substitute x equal to minus 1. So you get 1 plus 1 by minus 1 square. So when you simplify, you get 2. So option is B. So this is a very simple question. Then let us go to the next question. Ninth one. If cos y equal to x cos x plus y with the cos a not equal to 0, then dy by dx equal to what? So 4 options. Of course, first one is sin a by cos square a plus y, cos square a plus y sin a, cos a by sin square a plus y, and cos square a plus y cos a. So these are the 4 options, and it is also from 2019. Now consider this cos y equal to x cos a plus y. Directly differentiating this, we can get the answer dy by dx. It is not difficult, but it is very lengthy. The shortcut procedure is like this. What you do is cos y by cos a plus y equal to x. So take cos a plus y left side, cross multiply. Now you differentiate, you get the answer easily. So differentiating, you get right side will be 1, d by dx of cos y by cos a plus y or y plus a. So use quotient rule now. So this will be cos a plus y as it is. Differentiation of cos y is minus sin y, but you have to multiply by y dash, dy by dx, minus cos y as it is. Differentiation of cos a plus y is minus sin y plus a into y dash once again, because you are differentiating with respect to x. Then divided by denominator square, that is cos square a plus y. Right side, of course, there is no problem, it is 1. Now y dash can be taken out. So I have taken y dash outside. Then it is cos a plus y, then minus sin y, minus cos y into bracket minus sin y plus a, then divided by, of course, cos square a plus y equal to 1. Now you can rearrange like this. See, minus cos y minus sin y plus a together, it is plus, minus of minus. So that I have taken first. Then the first term minus sin y is there. Therefore multiplying, you get minus cos y plus a into sin y. So divided by this one equal to 1. Now if you closely look, y dash into whatever is inside the bracket, it is sin a. We get sin a. So I will show you how you get it. See, sin a cos b minus cos a sin b is sin of a minus b. Here capital A is a plus y, small capital B is y. So when you use this rule, so you get y dash into sin of a plus y minus y divided by cos square a plus y, this equal to 1. Now you can see y and y cancel, so sin a remains, then cross multiply. Therefore definitely y dash into sin a divided by cos square a plus y equal to 1. So you can see the answer now. Therefore y dash will be equal to cos square a plus y by sin a. So I think option is second, B. So B is the option. So this is 9th question. Next, 10th. If f of x equal to mod cos x minus sin x, then what is f dash pi by 6 is equal to, options given are, so fortunately they have not given does not exist, because, or not differentiable, because we know that f of x equal to mod x is not differentiable at especially 0. Of course it is differentiable other point, only 0 it is not differentiable. But here all values are definite, therefore definitely it is differentiable. That is one thing which you have to understand. How to find f dash 6 now? So if you, this is from 2018. So here what I do is, let us first try to understand what is the given function. See, one is cos x, another one is sin x. If you draw the graph, cos x graph and sin x graph, both are continuous from 0 to 45, no doubt. Second, up to 45, cos is more, sin is less. Therefore, definitely mod of cos x minus sin x is positive because cos x is more than sin x. So mod of x is x if x is positive. Therefore, using that condition, first I can write mod cos x minus sin x as cos x minus sin x. Now differentiation is not difficult. Therefore, f dash x will be equal to minus sin x minus cos x. So now substitute, that's all. Therefore, f of pi by 6, of course pi by 6 is same as 30. Therefore, it is minus sin 30 minus cos 30. Simplify. So you get minus can be taken out. So it is minus 1 by 2, 1 plus root 3. So I think B is the option. So this is one understanding we should have, because directly if mod is given we cannot differentiate. We have to make it without mod using the concept. See the same question, if it is more than 45, for example 45 to 90, 60 if it is given, then here you should be careful, this becomes minus. So that is the difference. Next, 11th question. If y equal to square root of x plus square root of x plus square root of x, etc., 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 up to infinity, what is dy by dx equal to? So 4 options: 1 by y square minus 1, 1 by 2y plus 1, 2y by y square minus 1, 1 by 2y minus 1. So now this is also from 2018 only. This is the 11th question. This is the last question. Of course, remaining questions we shall see later. So now consider y equal to square root of x plus square root of x plus square root of etc., etc., up to infinity. See, this we should understand how you should be written. It is x plus y because look here, y equal to square root of x plus square root of x up to infinity. Therefore, what I have done is the whatever is inside that rectangle, that itself is y. Therefore, we can write y equal to square root of x plus y. So this is the trick. Therefore, you can say y square equal to x plus, that is take the square root. So now it is implicit differentiation, y square equal to x plus y. So directly differentiate. So 2y y dash will be equal to x 1 plus y dash. Then take y dash term left side and simplify. So y dash is common. So 2y minus 1 into y dash is 1, or y dash will be equal to 1 by 2y minus 1. So this is the answer. So I think D is the option. So this is the 11th question and this is the last question for this lesson. Thank you for watching this lesson. As I told you already, in each under each concept in each chapter, I will be taking first concept based questions to revise, then I will be taking old question papers. Depending on the availability of the time, I will be taking the number of questions. Normally from 2020 onwards we will go back. Then later I will try to upload the remaining solutions also, and I have also planned to upload the entire paper, that is solution of entire paper from 2014 to 2020, so that it will be very good resource material for you for revision of CET. Please subscribe if you have not yet subscribed and watch the lessons. But my suggestion is, whenever you are preparing for CET, the first thing is this: first you have to revise the textbook theory whatever is there, so that is the first level. Then you take the lessons which I have taken, that's concept based MCQ, that is lesson 1 normally. Lesson 2, lesson 3, based on the number of questions, will be directly questions from CET. So definitely it will help you to prepare for CET in a better way. And another thing is, when you see the old question paper, questions from old question paper, most of the questions are directly taken from NCERT textbook, or it is directly based on the concept discussed in textbook theory part. Therefore, the first thing which you have to do is revise the chapter, then attend this lesson, so that definitely it will be helpful. Let us meet in the next lesson with the application of derivatives, because now differential calculus is complete, because I have taken limit, then I have taken continuity, then I have taken differentiation. Then let us take application of derivatives. There also you can expect a few questions. So please revise those chapters, application of derivatives. We shall discuss first concept based MCQs, then questions from old papers. Let us meet in the next lesson. Till then, bye, take care.